I am Plans Meet Paper on Etsy, Instagram, and YouTube. And today I'm here to do a daily plan with me. So I've got my supplies and I've got my planner, of course. And so if you're interested in checking that out, stay tuned. One thing I wanted to say is my dog is right over here behind me having one of his favorite treats. So if you hear some crunching, I apologize. It's the best way to keep him quiet after a long day at work if I'm trying to film a video real quick. So I apologize if you hear any noises in the background. But I'll go ahead and get started. So I'll show you my supplies. I've got a Pilot Frixon pen, black ink, 0.5 tip. I've got Frixon Highlighters in the pastel colors. I've got some icon stickers, and these are from the Carpe Diem Posh collection. And then I've got my Filofax. This is a Filofax original in navy blue, and it is the A5 size. And I do have a tour of this video that I posted just last week, so I'll put that in the description box below if you're interested in checking it out. But today what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I fill out and kind of what my process is for filling out my daily section throughout the week. So in my inserts, I've got two sets of inserts for every week. I've got a horizontal week on 2-page insert that looks like this. And then I've got a vertical week on 3-page insert. And so it has Monday, Tuesday on the front, so it can face the same side as this half of the week. Wednesday, Thursday on the next page, also so that it can face the first half of the week. And then on the back of my Wednesday, Thursday page, I've got Friday and I've got the weekend. And on the back of this other page, I just have a notes section. I usually put weekly to-dos on that page. So throughout the week, as I'm getting ready for the next day, I take a few minutes to fill out the daily section. And this is really the best way for me to really make sure that I think through my day, that I've got all of my to-dos written down, and it helps me sleep better knowing that I've already got tomorrow planned out. It's kind of like dumping out all the things that are in my brain that I'm thinking about for tomorrow, just dumping them down on a piece of paper, and that way when I wake up, they're there waiting for me and I don't have to worry about remembering them. So I'm going to show you how I do this process. So today is Thursday and it's about 4 o'clock. And so I'm not done with all of my to-dos yet today, but I am home from work. So you can see I've got most of my work tasks done, but I do not have them all done. There's a few that are still unchecked. And so those are things that I know I'm going to need to move to tomorrow. And even though it may seem repetitive rewriting them again for tomorrow, I choose to do that because it helps me really make sure that I'm processing my day and processing that either did everything get done or what didn't get done, and I'm not letting anything fall through the cracks. My job has a lot of little tiny details, so it's very important to me that I make sure that I check off each little detail throughout the day. And then for my home list, I've gotten hardly any of those done so far. These are things that I still need to get done tonight, so I am filming the video, so I'll go ahead and check that off. And I think most of these I'm going to get done today, but I'll look through them more carefully, and if any of them I don't think I'll get done, I'll move them to tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and take this page out, and anything that is still on my work to-do list that is not checked off, I'm going to go ahead and move to my work to-do list for tomorrow. Once I've moved those tasks over to tomorrow, I just put an X through them on today, and that's kind of my bullet journal type notation to let myself know that I didn't get it done on this day, but I have noticed that and moved it to a different day. So that's how I notate that. Looking through my home tasks, I wanted to start my meal plan today. Not positive if that'll happen, but I'll try. I want to track some of the grocery expenses, fold laundry. I need to make dinner and pack lunches for tomorrow. I need to call this organization, and I need to check that my rent went through and call the bank. I think the only ones that I'm not going to get done there is I'm not going to be able to call the bank during business hours. So I'm going to go ahead and move that to tomorrow. And hopefully I'll get it done then. I can see that I've already got tracking or planning my meals listed for tomorrow as a goal to get done before the weekend. So if I don't get the meal planning all the way done today, I can finish it tomorrow. Okay. The rest of those tasks I am going to get done tonight. So I'm going to leave those there. The next thing that I do when I'm planning my day is I look at my week on 2 page horizontal insert, and I look at what activities, kind of bigger things I have going on that day. So I can see both for home and for work. For home, I put on my calendar that I need to have my ring checked, and that's something I have to do every 6 months to keep the insurance on it. So I need to drive to Jared to have that done. Okay. Let's see, meal plans. So that's already listed out here. I'm gonna check the coupons on my Fred Meyer app. I'm gonna list out the meals I wanna make next week, and then I'm gonna write the grocery list. So I've already gotten that written on my daily page. And you can see, even before I started this video, I had a few things on this daily section, and I'll do that sometimes throughout the week if something comes up and it's a small task, but I don't want to forget about it and it needs to happen on a specific day. I'll go ahead and jot it down on that day throughout the week. But I've also got a bunch of work tasks here that are not broken down yet. So that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to think about all of these individual events that are going on at my job tomorrow and what all do I need to do to accomplish those things. So I'm going to go ahead and break down my tasks for each of these bigger events that are happening tomorrow. Okay, so that's everything that had to do with these events that are listed on my weekly layout. I'm also going to take a minute to just think through the day and think about, did anything come up today that I didn't get done and I didn't write down, and really make sure that, like I said before, nothing falls through the cracks. And I can already think of something that came up right before I left that I didn't have a chance to write down. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the work tasks that I know of so far. I'm sure throughout the day tomorrow, more things will come up. People will come and ask me for a report or something, and as that happens, I'm just going to jot it down on this list so that if I can't get to it right away, I make sure I don't forget to send it to them. So I've got several extra lines blank and ready to go for things that come up tomorrow. I'm also going to look at the dinner that I'm making tomorrow night, and I'm going to think about if I need to do anything for that dinner, either tonight or tomorrow, to make sure that everything's ready. So with that dinner, let's see, nothing needs to thaw. I've already got ripe avocados, so that's good for guacamole. And I don't think anything particular needs to happen, but I just want to remember to go ahead and make that dinner. And I like to break down tasks even that simply, just make dinner, because I like checking things off. So let's see, I don't have to pack lunches because the next day is Saturday. So if I get that done, I should be pretty much good to go. The only other thing that I'm going to add to my home list is anything that's just a daily or weekly routine that I always do on Fridays. And so that would be like, I'm going to put it down here in my goals section because it's something I'm still working on, but I really want to make it a priority to do it every day. And that is just my evening routine. So I'm going to add that down here. And I also want to make sure that I get some sort of exercise in tomorrow. So I think I'm going to be going for a jog in the morning. And I'm also going to try to fit in a few sets of push-ups and sit-ups and squats and that type of thing in the morning as well before I go to work. So that's my plan for tomorrow, all broken down. The last thing that I do is use my other supplies over here, so my stickers and my highlighters, to kind of organize things and make things stand out in my head. So sometimes if there's multiple tasks that all have to do with the same thing, I will kind of bunch them together and use a highlighter to do that. So for instance, all of these tasks have to do with my last day kiddos tomorrow. So I'm just gonna make a note of that, just because it helps me kind of organize it in my mind that those are all last day tasks. And once I've written that down the side there, I just go ahead and use my highlighter in the color that I chose for this week to kind of mark that off as a section. Okay, so there's my last day kiddo tasks. And the other thing I'm gonna do is kind of look through and see if there's any big things that would warrant a icon sticker. And I'm gonna put that down for this drive to Jared for the ring check, because I always forget to do that. And I need to remember that I should not come straight home tomorrow after work. I need to go run that errand first. So I'm gonna put this little car sticker next to it, and hopefully as I'm working through my task tomorrow, that will jump out at me and help me remember, got to go do that before I come home. So that's pretty much it for how I plan my day the night before. And I just put this page right back in here. I keep these daily pages slotted on the middle there so that they're really easy to just pop in and pop out of my planner. And then I'm gonna put my Filofax ruler in, and I just put it right between the daily page and the weekly page so that it is ready to go. And when I flip open to it, I can see my daily list and the week on 2 page insert at the same time. So that is how I plan my day throughout the week. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please click the subscribe and like button if you did. Have a great day. Bye-bye.